Welcome everybody on another how-to video to teach you how to navigate and stream on Rumble. I was calling this How to Rumble, but in my ignorance, I completely forgot that Rumble already has a channel called How to Rumble with all their How to Rumble videos. The last one they update was about 11 months ago. So we're not going to steal their name and just call it our own thing. We're just going to call this series Learning to Rumble or Learning Rumble. And in this episode, we're actually going to be going over Rumble Studios, specifically how to multi-stream or just stream in general through Studios and the other things it has to offer for those who are looking to get into that. Now, a couple things we're going to get into before I show you how to do this is the pros and cons to Rumble Studios. One of the cons specifically we're going to start off with, because I know that's what will deter people more than anything, is the fact that I believe you cannot stream higher than 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames per second. So that I know that's a big deal for some gamers. I don't mind being stuck at 1920 by 1080. Rumble Studios was stuck at 60 frames, or was less than 60 frames, but it recently got updated to where it can stream up to 60 frames per second. So that's big for Rumble creators, especially if they're gamers. Another con is that unless they've changed, we'll probably figure that out as we go through this tutorial, you cannot resize webcams or relocate webcams when you have multiple people in your stream. Like with Streamyards, you can move cameras around, resize them and all that good stuff and have a backdrop. You can do a backdrop in this. The only other issue is that when you share screens, unless they fix it, we'll figure it out through this tutorial. Your webcams will cover portions of the screen you're sharing because it does not resize to adjust the cameras to not cover what you're trying to share. So it makes it pretty difficult if you're trying to share content with your viewers or other people in your stream, because then their cameras will be covering a portion of that screen. Other than that, then the other issue too, especially if you don't use OBS, if you use Streamlabs OBS or any other streaming software, if it does not support WHIP, you're going to have audio delays, audio glitches, and other audio issues. So it's very important that if you look into do this, you make sure you use OBS and a newer version of OBS. I can't remember what the newest version requires to be able to do WHIP instead of RTMP. And if you guys are confused by what I'm saying about that, don't worry. We'll get rid to that in a few minutes here. Hopefully this video will not be as long as my other video. There's not as much to get into. We're going to be covering how to stream, how to schedule streams, and how to premiere videos. And also, obviously, most importantly, how to set up the locations you want to stream to. Because for a lot of people don't know, you can multi-stream to multi-platforms for free on Rumble. And as far as I know, you can stream as many as you can, your system and internet can handle. And also, as long as the site you're trying to stream to at least minimum supports RTMP. So that's the pro. Another con that I should point out that a lot of people don't like, I'm indifferent to, didn't care, is the Rumble Studio logo right here will be in the upper left corner of all your live streams unless you're a Rumble Premium user. I am a premium user, so you never see Rumble Studios in my corner, upper left corner. So that is an option for you guys to shut off. It's only $10 a month, or you can get an annual subscription with, I believe it's 10% off with Studio 10 is the code. I can't remember. We'll get into that too, because we'll be talking about ad reads too. Down here is all your past streams where you can clip them, download them, edit any information you need to edit. The clip feature doesn't work very well for me. It's hit or miss. Every now and then the clip works. Every now and then, 90% of the time it does, or 99% of the time it doesn't work. I heard a lot of other people are having a lot of success with it, so I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or what's going on. But I could clip the video and download it, but I can't clip it and post it to my channel. So I'll show you my workaround to what I do when I'm clipping videos. Most of the time I end up doing the clip, download it to my computer, and then re-upload it. It's a pain. I like it when it uploads straight to my channel on its own, but it doesn't always work for me. Another thing you got right here is the ability to look at your statistics. Now, this is a caveat I was talking about with X. X tracks their analytics completely different from all the other platforms. So it will not show you average viewer count and it won't show your max viewer count, but you do have a little X symbol here. Kick does not have any integration or any statistics at all. So you will never see statistics for Kick. That's an issue with Kick, not Rumble. People moan and groan about Rumble not updating enough or having all these issues where Kick hardly ever updates. Maybe it's because they're more willing to flush out their updates before they release them, and Rumble's just too quick to do it. I'll let you decide that. In my opinion, Rumble's gotten a lot better about holding out on their updates until they feel like they're more fleshed out. But I understand people's concerns when it comes to the Rumble updates and their features. So you get your Rumble, but you will get your viewer count for Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble here. And then obviously you can click that, go straight to your stream. And this is where the clips that I have had successfully upload directly to the website after I clip it, but it doesn't always work. And this is how the clip feature actually works. You go in here, title your clip, and then you just go, it can clip up to a minute. So it's a minute long. I'm not going to pick anything specific. You can scroll by doing that. It doesn't, you can do this through your mobile app for the Rumble Studios app as well. But this part does not work in Rumble at the Studio app on your mobile. And the best way to scroll is basically you just sit there and hold this until you get to where you want, which is kind of annoying. I think Rumble needs to fix that. Both here, actually, I would like an ability, like, you know how Twitch, you can do your clips, you can type in a time frame window and it'll jump there for you instead of having to scroll nonstop to it or just try to randomly click and hopefully get there. Or at least have it like a pop-up when you're over the timeline to tell you what time is, so you can, I think you can't, yeah, it doesn't do that here. So you have to do it like this way. And then you click just generate clip. Like I said, I'm just going to do some random clip. I'm going to end up deleting this from my channel. It always gets to the point where you can download the clip. So here, before I hit publish, which I'm not going to do, I'll click download and it'll just download to my computer, and then I can upload it individually or make it part of a montage. Or you can click publish, which should, in theory, post directly to your channel. But like I said, I have not had luck with that at all. It's like really hit or miss for me to publish directly to my channel. It's awesome when it does because it references the stream it was clipped from. And I believe it also embeds a link into your description. So people, if they want to watch the whole stream, they can. Now that we've gone over that stuff. Oh, and this is important. You can get your help center here. Their help center is not perfect, but I promise you, if you want to get help with any issues you're having on Rumble Studios, look through this first, because if you tell them that you didn't bother to look at the FAQ, I know it's not perfect. They're more than likely not going to respond to you, which I admit is an issue. Customer service, they should at least respond and like give you a link. Maybe have an automated response. Have you checked the FAQ? And if you say yes, I have, and it's still not helping. Or like how, some websites where if you do the FAQ and they ask, did this help? And you say no, they'll show you a couple more things until eventually they'll direct you to like a customer service representative. Rumble definitely needs to do something like that. You got a spot for feedbacks. You got your FAQs, and you got guys at the help center. Now that I covered some of the pros and cons, by the way, guys, if I missed any cons, because I know a lot of people got a lot of complaints on Rumble Studios, I personally enjoy it. I know I have had my fair share of issues, so it's obviously not perfect, but they're constantly working on it and updating it. So if you guys think I missed anything or being unfair to something, just mention down in the comments, or if you're watching this as it premieres, just say something in chat. I'll be sure to annotate that in the description as well as a pinned comment. So one of the first things we're going to get into is how to set up your locations. It's pretty easy. For those who actually don't know, we'll go ahead and start from like the beginning. We'll get into Rumble Studios through here. Once you log into your Rumble platform, you can go to the camera icon where you do upload and go live, which I showed in the tutorial yesterday if you don't want to deal with Rumble Studios at all. And you click Rumble Studio, which will take you here. We'll go ahead and close that because we already have it open here. And you will click settings. From there, you can do your account management. You can, this is your account name and everything, my Rumble account. Then you can have your display name right here, which actually that's pretty good to know. I didn't know. I think that's fairly new. Stream redirect overlay. That's more like if you're multi-streaming, like me specifically. After I've been streaming for about an hour, I redirect all my other platforms back to Rumble. Rumble does have a default overlay. It's just the Rumble symbol with like a bluish gray or greenish gray, semi-transparent background, so they can still kind of see what's going on, but they can't. So if they want to actually watch you stream after you switched over, they will have to go to Rumble to do that. Actually, you know what? I just realized I've never changed it. So there you go. Yeah, 1080p at 1920, but 1080p at 60 frames per second. I have not been doing 60 frames per second. That's good to know. So I just learned something with you guys. Make sure you go to settings and set that you want to do it 60 frames per second. I thought it was default. I was wrong. We learned together. These are the options. You can do 16.9, a 16:9 aspect ratio with JPEG, PNG, or GIF, so you can have an animated graphic if you want to. I haven't messed with that at all. This is where you manage destinations. As you can see, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, X are supported. There's a caveat to X. We'll get into that in a little bit. And Kick is a custom one because Kick has issues that doesn't work as it should. How you add destination is just by doing this. You got locals and Facebook, so you can also, they got a default setup for Facebook and locals. And then if you wanted to stream to any other platform like Odyssey, I don't know if Pepperbox allows live streaming, but if you're a Pepperbox creator, that's where you could do it as well. You can make a custom name for it, enter your RTMP, and then enter your stream key, just like any other place you would live stream, like Twitch, Kick, X, all that good stuff. You usually can get that from your account settings page on whatever platform you're streaming on. So after you hit add, you save it into place, and you will be good to go there. So the next place you guys will probably want to go before you start streaming or uploading Rumble Studios is probably here. It doesn't highlight or say what it is, but this is where you manage your themes. You can add your templates for your themes. You can add text. Like right now, when I do my Let's Grab a Beer, I got a recording text message that pops up letting everybody know that even though I am live, I'm currently recording and won't be reading text until I'm done recording. Or chat. You can add different medias too. I haven't messed with, the only thing I messed with is this. I haven't messed with themes. So here you go. You can put your name of your theme, add all the backgrounds you want to it. Like, let's see. So we're uploading this picture. I'm going to name this theme Snake Scales. So we got that. That will be in the background. You can change colors, which I'm not going to do. We can leave our font at enter, or you got other options right here if you want to change it up. Oh, you can even turn on overlays for live chat. Viewership slots, donation banners. This is all new to me. I never messed with this. Display names, participant display names, and mute status. So you do have to select a color. I don't know what this color is for. Select color applies to custom text elements and altering either the font color or background color. So there you go, guys. So we got that color going. We named our theme. Our theme's uploaded. We got live chat overview, viewership stats, donation banners, names, and mute status, and then go ahead and create your theme. Now that doesn't necessarily mean I use it every time I go live, but I do have a theme available to me. You could probably, if you're smarter than me, play around with this a little bit more and get it like more perfect. I just did a quick default one for you guys to do. And then if you want to add new text, you can type in what you want to show, where you want to show it, top, center, or bottom. Add background color, add a ticker, so that'll make it scroll across the top or wherever you have it displayed. Will disappear after a provided duration, so you can even say how long you want it showing. I'm not going to make one because I already got one here. You can edit. So like here, I got recording ongoing. I'll answer chat once recording's complete. I got it showing at the top. There is a background to it. Ticker will scroll horizontally across the top and then disappearing. I don't have set at all. And then you got media here. I don't know what this will do. You can add videos, GIFs, images, media to your library and access them during streams. So probably like sound alerts or just different video clips you want to play during your stream. You can upload them here, and then you can activate them and reactivate. Let's see. Let's add something real quick. Video. So I don't currently have a short video to throw in here. I just try to do like my Aircon and TV gaming and year in review video. It is too big to be up here, so this is more meant for short clips and stuff. You can have it on loop. You can have it a transparent. We'll have a transparent background, and you can name it whatever you want. And you can do, oh, hey, audience submissions. Share your submission link with your audience to gather questions, ideas, and topics you can play during your stream. Next thing we're going to look at is the ad read campaigns. So these just show you what's currently available. You can bookmark the ones you like the most. So right now, Rumble's got Emerald Media. I don't know what that is. This is Rumble Premium. So this is the one I was talking about with the studio. Yeah, it's Studio. It's just Studio. It's not Studio 10. So at Studio checkout, you can save like 10% on your annual subscription. They got one for the 1775 coffee. Another one of their products, Be Naked. Positive is another Rumble product. 5G is another Rumble product. You got True Social and then 1775 coffee again. So unfortunately right now they don't have a lot of ad reads, but if you don't mind shilling out from Rumble, you got plenty to shell out from Rumble, and it tells you how much money you make per view. So it isn't too bad, and it should tell you, yeah, so you have a limit of, you have to hit these limits. And I know people are complaining about, well, that's not good for small creators. Well, they also don't want these companies to lose out money. It's, if they let you do an ad read for one viewer, then that's a wasted ad read, in my opinion. I can totally understand why you do that. Then you got your ad reads for you, which I'm assuming if I like bookmarks. So let's see, a bookmark Rumble Premium, 17.75 coffee. If I go to For You, no, okay, so I don't know what the bookmarks exactly do. Doesn't look like it really does anything. History shows you all the ad reads I did, the ones I got paid and didn't get paid. But fun fact, if you do an ad read, don't have any background music playing, which makes sense because you can't have copyrighted music playing during an ad read where you're making money from another company, especially if you don't own the rights to that music. So keep that in mind when you're doing an ad read, and make sure the main focus is you and the ad read and not a bunch of other things going on at the same time. Anything that's canceled was canceled by me. And you can see what I got paid out for each ad read right there. Now we'll get into the good stuff. Much like streaming through Rumble directly, you can pick a template through here. So you can either select one of these pre-existing templates, or you can click skip and just start from scratch. I'm going to select this. This is my main template that I'm going to use. And then we're going to go ahead and pick a thumbnail. All right, now that the thumbnail is uploading, this is your placeholder video. So I have the default Rumble placeholder video because I've not created my own. You can do your own if you want to. The reason why I don't have the option to do that right now is because I used a template, and this is pulling for whatever template I'm currently using. If I wanted it to use a different one, I need to go update that template over in Rumble, and I showed you guys that in the video I did yesterday. So what I do with my games, I do once human test stream, we'll just call that, but I put my title in there. I almost always put the main subject or main category that I'm putting in here, or the subcategory in this case. So this will be once human, so it makes it easier for people to find it. Again, they have a suggested thumbnail size for your videos. I don't use that. I will put that in an overlay in this video so you guys can see in case you forgot or don't want to go back and watch an old video. Now, one of the downsides of using this template, as you can see, this is what my description looks like now. It's just one massive paragraph. So this only happens when I do it through Studios. It doesn't do it when I use the templates through Rumble. So hopefully the fixes. But my quick fix has been going to a stream that has the template or description I'm looking for and hit copy. This is another one of the cons to Rumble Studios. And then I just paste it in there and everything looks pretty and fits in just fine. Gaming is already selected because that's the category for this template. And I'm going to do once human. You can just type it in there. And this is very important, especially if you want the highest quality stream possible. Make sure you click more and then do source pass-through may improve quality and latency, but will disable rewinding on Rumble. Again, I need to stress that only disables rewinding while you're live. Once it's a VOD, your viewers can rewind all they want. And then you're going to go select the channel you're streaming to. If you're streaming to locals, I don't stream to locals. You can select that up here. And then you select all the platforms that you plan to go live. And if you forgot to add a destination, you can click here and it'll open up a new window like this and take you to the destination management screen. So you can update that and then activate that before you go live. Now that we did all that, we're going to hit next. And this is your dashboard from Rumble Studios. This is where you can do auto. This is if you're having multiple participants. We're mainly covering how to stream for a gaming stream. If you guys want to do just like a StreamYard style stream, I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. So you can do auto here. You can do solo, duo, and then presentation. I'll show you what I mean by issues with presentation in just a minute. But normally when I do my gaming streams, you have to either do auto or duo. I almost always do auto because I want to someday mess with the idea of having people pop in to the stream while I'm gaming. I don't know if and when I'll do that, but that's what I plan to do hopefully eventually. And then down here, so after you select auto, background's just gonna be like you know, your streams, your starting now view and all that other stuff popping up into here. So if you want to do all that, you can. I don't, because like I said, I do it through OBS almost all the time. So I'll do auto here. This is just your default presentation. You can turn on your microphone here. As you can see, I'm lighting up as I talk. You can mute your microphone. You can change your microphone to make sure you select the one you want. Enable your webcam and select your webcam. I'm not This is where you do screen shares. Your browser supports screen share audio capture. You hit continue screen sharing, and then you pick whatever you're trying to screen. You can do Chrome tabs, window, entire screens, just much like Streamyard's. And I'll show you. And then also share audio. You can turn that on or off. And then this is how you're going to stream through OBS. Now, here's another con. If you stream through Rumble Studios, they don't have a static stream code. So you're going to have to do this every single time you're trying to stream using OBS. So you're going to go to your Ingress, create new Ingress, select This again, if you don't want the audio delay or glitches or increase the chances of no audio delay, you want your WHIP option. You can still do RMTP because I know Streamlabs does not support it, and maybe some other programs don't either. But OBS, the newest version, does. It requires a certain encoder. That's why you need the most updated version of OBS to do it. So make sure you select that if you want to ensure your audio quality is as good as it can be. You can name it. I don't bother because it's just going to disappear the moment I end the stream. So I hit create. You got your stream code and what you can do from here. In fact, I'll show you guys right now, much like you're setting up a stream through Twitch or anything else. The only thing is, like I said, you have to change it every single time you copy the link. All right. So once you copy the stream key into OBS, and one of the things I need to point out, if you're doing the WHIP option, which is going to make you switch your encoder, make sure you select WHIP up here. It's default to RTMP because that's what most streaming services use. WHIP is fairly new. Like I said, if you don't want any issues with your audio and ensure you don't have issues with the audio, this is the best way to do that. And after you paste all that information in there, you click apply and OK, and then you hit stream now through your OBS, and there you go. In fact, we'll pop up over to here. And you got my overlay and everything right here. So this is more for like the gamers that want to do stuff like this. Obviously, if you're a podcaster, you may be interested in doing that, but sometimes the default Rumble Studios is the best way you could do that. And like I said, you select auto or duo or solo, which is going to do nothing. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so when you do the the Ingress option right here, it doesn't allow you to switch themes like this. So I'm curious what would happen if I added other viewers or streamers to my thing. I haven't messed around with that yet, so I don't know. But as you can see, you got my overlay and everything here. And if I was gaming, you'd see the game in here. And then on the right hand side, this is where all the chats will show up. You could do private, you could do YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X, or YouTube, Twitch, and just YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. Kick and X's chats don't integrate with Rumble Studios very well. So if you want to monitor your Kick or actually your Kick chat, you need to make sure you have an extension like Social Stream Ninja, which unfortunately X's chat does not work with Social Stream Ninja at all, which is disappointing. I don't know about Facebook or Odyssey chat. I haven't messed around with any of that yet, but that is issues for those platforms, if anything. But here you can choose to respond to private, which is like if you had other people in here chatting with you, kind of like StreamYards, you can chat amongst yourself or share links. You get all your rant or donation links or messages will be displayed here, or you can have all the messages together. And then here you can select if you want to respond to just private, you want to respond to Rumble, if you want to respond to YouTube, if you want to respond to Twitch, or reply to all. And then you got your studio settings where you can select your theme. You can select your text, which is where my scrolling text is, and then all the media you uploaded through here. This is how you select your theme, which I'm not going to do right now. This is more if I'm doing my podcast or anything. And then the final tab right here is going to be your ad reads. So, okay, that's how the bookmarks work. The ones that you bookmark will be displayed at the top. I won't be able to do any ad reads until I hit a minimum of 25 views. And then 33 for the other ones I selected to do ad reads. And to do an ad read, once you hit 25, it'll give you a button that says start ad read. Usually when I do my ad reads, I switch over to my webcam overlay, much like this. And then the QR code for the ad read, I have it displayed on the right while I do my ad read. I recommend you guys do the same if you want to get into ad reads yourself. If you already have your stream is always going to have you and the webcam view, then you're good to go. Nothing to worry about. So that is your dashboard for Rumble Studios while you're live. Up here, it will have your total Rumble viewers, your YouTube viewers, your Twitch viewers. It shows Kick or X, but X doesn't. Again, they don't track analytics. Like, there's no such thing as a live view to X specifically. It's just total views. So there's no way to track how many people are watching you stream. And Kick just doesn't integrate with Rumble Studio so far. Don't know why. And this is where you can change. Oh, okay, this is new. You can change like your description. It doesn't look like you can change your category. It looks like you possibly changed your thumbnail, and you also can change where you're streaming to from here. But that might be because I haven't gone live yet. I bet if I went live, I wouldn't be able to mess with that. I'm not going to click go live, but you can. You click go live. It runs through all the platforms you're streaming on. And once they're all greened up, it gives you a 5-second countdown to allow you to do any final adjustments you need to do, or have your starting soon stream. Like with me, I have that. Make sure I have that switched over. After you've hit go live, one of the things, and this is another downside, and I'm not smart enough to know why it is the way this is. When you go live, you will have to go edit here. Like say I said I was streaming once human. You have to go down and here, hit edit. You have to put your tags in here like that and click save, because you have no way to do tags through Rumble Studios yet. And then you'll have to. I can't do it right now because I'm not live on the other platforms. Well, then you'll have to go ahead and add the tags to your stream on YouTube. You have to wait until after you've gone live by clicking this button here to be able to do that, because it's not going to show up in here until then. And then Twitch, same thing. You have to wait till you go live. And then you have to, it will give you your title and category. You have to change your category through here too. So YouTube, you have to change your tags and your category, but your title will show up. Twitch, you'll have to change your category only. Kick, you have to change everything. So, but the good thing about Kick, and actually I praise Kick for this, I can go in here and edit all my title already. So let's say we're getting ready to stream, now, so my whole process when I go live, I set it up through Rumble Studios. I change as much as I can before I go live. Then I go to my socials and I post all my, or type up my posts that I'm going to do for all the socials. I post on X, Truth, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook when I'm going live. And once I got all those drafts typed up, then I hit go live. And then once I updated the, update the tags in here. And I also like to save it to my playlist. Like if I was doing Once Human, I'll save it to my Once Human playlist. For Social Stream Ninja purposes, I do my pop-out chat for each platform, but I'll have to wait till I go live to get, because you could pop out the chat for Kick like right now, but YouTube and Twitch, you have to wait till you go live before you can pop out the chat. So I'll change my title, add my playlist, do my pop-out chat for the stream I'm currently doing, and then I'll hit go live once all that's done. Go to my stream in YouTube, make sure I change my my tags, which there's the tags down here. It's as simple as copy and pasting, and then I select my category from there. And then Twitch, I just change the category and pop out the chat. So that's one of the downsides. You still have to do a little setup for each platform you're streaming on to make sure the categories are accurate and up to date. Like this one, I don't know what's wrong with Twitch though. I've been changing my categories, but it's been leaving it as an old category. So I have to, like, after the stream is over, I don't know if it's just me or what's going on, but I have to retroactively change. But other than that, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, or YouTube and Kick do really well. There's no way to check chat for X really, even if you use Social Stream Ninja, unless you want to have a separate window pop out where you can monitor X's chat. Not that it matters, because only, I think, verified users can chat or something like that. But that is how to use OBS integration for Rumble specific, or through Rumble Studios. Again, things to keep in mind. You have to do, if you want little to no audio issues, you want to use the WHIP option. Unfortunately, Streamlabs does not support that, so you're stuck with RTMP. And you have to deal with the audio glitches that you more than likely will have. And without streaming through Rumble Studios, you won't have access to the campaign reads. It, like I said, it's a cheap, it's a free way to multi-stream across all these platforms. It doesn't cost you any money to do as many platforms as your heart's desire and your system can handle. Rumble Studio logo will be displayed up here across where it says Aircon and TV Gaming. You may love or hate that if you don't pay for Rumble Studios, but if you pay for Rumble Studios, or Rumble Premium rather, that will go away. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, If you're going to use Ingress to Rumble Studios, you need to make sure your browser source is muted. So Google doesn't have tab muting unless you use an extension, I believe. So you'll have to go through your computer settings and find your that, like in my case, Chrome, and I mute Chrome, because otherwise you're going to have an echo, because Rumble Studios creates its own audio. So you're going to have your original audio playing, and then you're going to have the browser audio playing. So it's like going to be echo in your stream. So if you don't mute this, you're going to have an echo. If you have a browser source that allows you to do tab muting, it's just as simple as muting the tab. But I use Chrome to do my Rumble Studios, so I have to go through here, and I refuse to download an extension. So that's very important whenever you stream, schedule a stream, or Premiere. Make sure you, well, actually not so much Premiere, so just stream and schedule streams. If you're using the Ingress option for OBS to allow OBS to stream through Rumble Studios, make sure you mute your browser source, or you're going to have an echo of your audio. So either mute it through tabs or mute it through your audio settings through your computer. Now, the next thing we're going to get into is how to schedule the stream. It's going to be much like setting up a stream. The only difference is it's going to be the same process all the way through, where you have to change all your stuff. So you upload your thumbnail, change your title. If your template doesn't have the title you desire, and like I said, again, downside, you're going to have to go find the stream that has the best description, or past video or stream that best fits the description you're looking to use. And then you'll have to, like I said, copy and paste that in there so it's formatted the way you want. Select your categories. You can always type it in if you don't want to look for it. And if your game or category is not listed, there is a way for you to submit one if you want. Now, if you're a Rumble Studio user, you can, it's 8 days in advance, or a Rumble Premium user, you can schedule a stream up to 8 days in advance and select your time. And then, like I said, same thing down here. Make sure you do that if you want the highest quality stream possible. Select your channels. So I got my Aircon TV gaming channel here, Aircon TV Hobbies, Aircon TV, and then my user account, Aircon TV Gaming. And then you select all the platforms you want to go live on. And then, like I said, literally exactly the same process as you would for a regular stream, just obviously the added option of scheduling. We're not going to do that right now because that's all you really needed to see. So I'm going to go ahead and click cancel button, or you'll hit next and then do all your final setups. Like I said, after I get all this set up, I pop into here, find that the stream I just created, which I don't have any right now. And then I click edit down here, add my tags into that stream. Then I click the stream itself. You're not going to have a chat to pop out. Then I pop out my chat and then go back to here. Type in all my socials to do my post to let everybody know I'm live. Click go live up in this area for Rumble, or through Rumble Studios once I've got everything set up. And then I will go into YouTube and go to my live portion and edit the category and tags for YouTube. Then I will go to my Twitch channel, go back to my Twitch channel once I'm live, change my category, pop out the chat. And I'll already, before I have clicked live, already changed the title and the category, and then pop out the chat here as well. And then I will post all my posts saying that I'm live and go ahead and get the stream started. So that is how you do a scheduled stream versus a non-scheduled stream. All right, the last thing I can show you through Rumble Studios is premiering a video, and I recommend this if you're not a streamer, but you like to do pre-recorded content, like if you're doing playthroughs or something like that. This is what I recommend for you. One con to this, though, it adds about an extra minute to the beginning of your video, a minute to 2 minute plus. It's lately for me been less than a minute, but it will add about a minute to your video, so it kind of sucks. Like, I'll show you an example. If I go to all videos, I premiered this video yesterday. Whatever your pre-roll video is will play for about a minute before it starts. So we're at 5 seconds in, and about 55 seconds, it stops. So that's the only downside. It will add a little extra time before every single video. And unlike uploads, if you go to upload an actual true uploaded video, which I'll go find one real quick. I believe, was this a premiere? Yeah, so this is a true upload. Now that I did a true upload, it won't play automatically. And as you can see, it starts right where the video starts when I edit it. If I do a premiere, which this was a premiere, it plays on automatically. And like I said, it gets about a minute of this before it actually gets to the actual video. So that's one of the downsides to premiering if you don't like doing that. I like doing Premiere for a couple reasons. One is it is very obvious that live streams get more attention than uploads, and Rumble's Studios, and when you premiere a video, it treats it like a live stream. So I hit select, you upload your pre-recorded video in here. Let's go pick some random video for this. So I'm uploading a 1 minute long video for War Thunder. I'm not going to actually post this or anything. So you get your video uploading. You can do your thumbnail, which you have to wait till the video uploads because it's going to try to pick a default thumbnail. And once it's done uploading, same thing. This is your placement video, like you would go live. If you want to use our placeholder video, if you want to use something else, you're going to have to make sure you select a template that has the placeholder video you want to use. And then you can select your thumbnail. Select your thumbnail like you would do for an upload. Change your title. And like I said, unfortunately, when you do it through Studios, even though your template has a default description, it may not be the way you want it. So you'll have to go find, let's say we're doing a War Thunder video. So I'm going to go find one of my last War Thunder streams, which actually hasn't been a while because of the holidays and my surgery. And you copy your, you can't do the tags until you hit go live, but then you'll have to go down through here and paste it through in here, and then select your categories, and then you pick your time when you want it to premiere. You can only do it premieres can only be 24 hours in advance. Even if you're a Rumble user, streams can be up to 8 days in advance. So let's say I want to premiere this at 11:05 tomorrow. Same thing, if you want the highest quality, it just limits the ability for your viewers to rewind during the live portion. Once it's not live, they can rewind it to their heart's content and all the platforms you want to premiere it to. This is another reason why I like doing Premiere. Instead of, like, I have a data cap on my internet, and if I upload to every website at the same time, it uses my data cap faster. Yes, I am aware it still uses it more than just uploading to one place, but if I upload individually, it uses it faster as opposed to just premiering it. So I premiere to all the platforms I want. And much like when you're live streaming on Rumble, you click next, and then there's your premiere. Now you can edit your premiere in here all you want, but you can't do anything. You can't view it like you can. It doesn't take you to the Rumble's studio dashboard like you do when you're going live. So this is all you can do here through Rumble Studios. But then if you go here, like I said, same process I do when I'm doing a live stream. There's my premiere right there. I hit edit, and I can save my tags in here, and then click this, and then it's private. Nobody can see this right now, but if this was public, they would come here to see this as an upcoming video in their feed, and then this is all they will see until I actually go live, and then you can actually share it to your playlist. Once it goes live, there'll be a chat here, so you can chat with your viewers. And this is another why I do this. When this actually goes live, you're going to see this when you see this video premiere today. People can rant, and they can subscribe, they can chat, they can comment. So it's exactly like a live stream up until the premiere is over. Once the premiere is over, it gets treated like a VOD. So if we go here, this was premiered yesterday. Again, the downside is you got like a minute of this before your actual video starts, and it automatically plays. So every time somebody clicks it, that gives you a raw view. So I'm keep giving myself raw views every time I click this one. But yeah, it's just like a VOD now that we've done that. All right, the final thing we're going to cover is if you're going to do a podcast Streamyard style stream. So much like you're streaming through Rumble Studios with your OBS Ingress, you just select this. So if I'm doing podcasts, I'm going to do my Let's Grab a Beer option. I have a default thumbnail. We're going to just pick some random thumbnail. Same thing, change your title to whatever you want it to be. Make sure your description is the way you want it to go. So I will have to go find another Let's Grab a Beer episode, which was a long time ago. Well, I mean, I actually manually type up my descriptions for my Let's Grab a Beer because obviously the subjects change every single time I go. And then you make sure you change your categories. And then I'm going to make this private because I don't want people to see it. Same thing if you want it to be the highest quality. I tend to allow rewinding on this because I'm talking about different topics and people may not care about every topic I'm talking about. So they want to jump to the portion where they are most interested in if they come in late or if they miss something. And then I select my Air Content TV And then obviously all the platforms I want to go live to. There's this was upcoming. I could have edited. This is the only time you can edit your YouTube streams before it goes live, because you have it treats it like a premiere on YouTube as well. And so, like I said, just setting up, it's just like setting up a stream, any other stream. You set all your options, select the channel you want to stream to, all the platforms you want to stream to, make sure your description is good to go, your title's good to go, you got your thumbnail in place. If you want it to pass through or no pass through, if you want public or private, you can do unlisted if you want this available to just your subscribers, or not, I'm sorry, just to people who have the link. So you got auto if you're going to have more than 2 people join you. You turn on your microphone and you turn on your webcam. I don't know if it's going to, yeah, there we go. There's me. That's my big, beautiful face. I looked disheveled, as you could see. And then if you want other people to join you, you got your invite link. You can have it required approval before they join. And they'll tell you if they requested this is people in the waiting room, and then you can approve them. Once they're approved, they get moved over into participants. And then, like I said, you'll have a private chat to where just you and those who are part of your stream can see in the chat. They can share links and all that good stuff. And it's the same options as like you're live streaming anywhere else. The downside is, let me see what happens if I do a theme. Let me select this theme. So there's my theme. It got my viewer count up here. It got my display name down here. So that's what everybody can see. If I was starting the stream up, it would just have that instead of this as the background in the beginning. Like if you go to background. So this is what everybody be seeing before I go live. And then I click this to switch over. So when you're doing just a regular stream through Rumble Studios, you can switch through all these all the time. And here, we'll see if they fixed it. We're going to go to presentation, click share screen. We'll share that one. So now here's another downside. So I shared the screen. I can't look at Rumble Studios anymore because I'm stuck at looking at whatever tab I'm doing. Well, nope, never mind. I lied. But this is what I'm talking about. So for those who are familiar with Streamyards, you know that the share screen window will minimize so that your webcam is not covering anything. Well, my webcam is covering everything right now, or covering this portion. So that is a downside if you want to do this presentation thing. It's not a big deal if you don't care if they don't see the whole screen, but if you got something vital that's underneath my camera, I can't move it. I can't resize it. I can't do any of that. So my recommendation, even if you're doing this kind of podcast, the only downside is it's going to make it harder for you to have participants included, is you're going to have to probably do an ingress through OBS Studios, or whatever streaming software you use. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. I hope they fix it because they absolutely need it so that my webcam does not cover the share screen. And if I have multiple participants, they all get lined up like here on Streamyards, like in Streamyards. I don't know how they're going to do it with 9 people. So that, depending how they resize the cameras, maybe they're going to make them really tiny so they can put all 9 here, or they'll just have 2 rows and then the share screen. But that definitely needs to be fixed. If they're going to want to compete with something like Streamyards. Now, Streamyards costs a lot. It costs money if you're going to have, I don't know how many participants you could have without paying, but if it costs money if you want more participants. So that's the thing to keep in mind. This is absolutely 100% free. So I guess you get what you pay for. I can imagine Chris is going to eventually make it so you can have the resize options and change all that. And then obviously if you don't want to do your share screen anymore, you just stop it by clicking that and you go to this view where it's just the webcam. So that is the different ways to stream in Rumble Studios. Things, again, we'll do a recap. But yeah, that's basically all your options to Rumble Studios. Is it perfect? No, there's definitely some things that need to be fixed and corrected. Is it going to be your go-to? Probably not, because there's extensions in OBS that let you multi-stream. I don't use it because it's a system hog for me, and I keep having issues with my OBS every time I use those extensions, so I stopped using it. Rumble Studios has been much more flawless for me in that regard. When I do my Let's Grab a Beer podcast, is it perfect for sharing screens? No, it is not. Is it fine when you're just having multiple participants? Yeah, it works pretty good. Again, you can't reorganize and resize your cameras. So we'll actually go ahead and do the recap and do our outro. So the cons to streaming through Rumble Studios is you're capped out at 1080p at 60 frames per second. You can't go above or below, or you can go below that. You can't go above that. You have the Rumble Studio logo in the upper left corner of your stream if you're not a Premiere user. You cannot resize and reorganize webcams if you got multiple participants. And if you're sharing a screen, your webcams will cover what you're sharing. But the more participants you have, the more of the screen is going to be covered. If you can't do the WHIP option for your Ingress, you're going to have audio glitches and issues with your audio. So those are the cons that I can think of. Oh, and then the final con too that may discourage people with multi-streaming is, even though you got everything set up, you'll have to still update your tags and Rumbles, or for your Rumble videos, and make sure your description is formatted the way you want by copy and paste like I did, or manually typing a new description. You're gonna have to go into YouTube to update the category and the tags after you go live, and then you're gonna have to update the category and Twitch after you go live. You can't track X or Kick messaging because it just doesn't communicate over to Rumble Studio, so you have to use an extension like Social Stream Ninja. I'll have a link to that down in the description if you guys want to look into downloading that if you don't have it already. And then Kick, you'll have to go into Kick. Kick, again, you can modify your stream before you go live, so that's great. Kick has got that option for going for it, but again, you can't see how many people are watching on Kick, and you cannot track your chat unless you have something like Social Stream Ninja to track chat. So those are the cons. The pros are you can multi-stream to as many platforms as your system and internet can handle for free. You can have access to ad reads. You can premiere videos and treat your uploads like live streams, so that way you can get subscribers and rants that way, and you can chat with your viewers, and then it'll be treated like a VOD after the fact. And then it can also allow you to upload to multiple platforms at one time, so you don't have to worry about going to each platform and individually uploading, so it helps you get around that YouTube sync issue. And the one con with that, though, again, is you get about a minute of dead air with your placeholder video playing in place before the actual video itself starts. And then if you click the video, or if anybody clicks a video, it's going to autoplay. So that could be an issue for some people. Another con or plus to it, you can check your analytics. You can clip your streams right here. On the only downside with me specifically clipping, clips are only a minute long. The scrolling to where you are is actually better through web than it is through the app. And the downside with clipping is it doesn't always post to my channel. If I want it to post to my channel, I got to make sure I download it after I generate the clip. Publishing does not always work for me. I think I covered everything. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, let me know in chat or in the comments. Chat if you're watching the premiere, comments if the premiere is over. And I'll make sure I'll have another video for you. If you like what you saw, leave a like and a follow. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.